Yes, welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to Chef Gordon's kitchen, and today we'll be cooking some noodles, some stir-fried noodle, or otherwise known as chow mein. So that is what we'll be cooking today. And here's my pot that we'll be doing our noodle in. So I just put it on, so it is going to get hot. And when it is hot, then we're going to pour our noodle in it, and we're going to cook up our stir-fried noodle. So this is what I have here to put in my stir-fried noodle. I have right here, see, it's my garlic. I have some ginger. I have onion. I have the red onion. I have some tomatoes, and I have some red and green sweet pepper. And then I cut my pop chow, the white stem part of the pop chow, into some julienne strip, or you want to call it matchstick strip. Right, and then I'll be using some of this in it, egg, and then I'll be using a sausage in it as well. So I'll be right back with you in a bit. Alright, so now we'll be doing a stir-fried noodle. Alright, so this is the noodle that we'll be using. This is how it looks. Show you how it looks. This is how it looks. So this is a noodle. This is the noodle that we'll be using to do our stir-fried noodle. It's just marked instant noodle. Alright, so this is a noodle that we'll be using. So here we have our carrot, garlic, our onion, and we have our red onion. We have some tomatoes, and this is pop choy. We're using this part of the pop choy to use, and we have our red and green pepper, and yes, we're going to add egg and a sausage to our stir-fried noodle. So we'll be back, and then you will see, and then I'll have you join me step by step in preparing our stir-fried noodle. Alright, so here we go now. We're going to add our noodles to our pot. Just a second. Let me open this. Alright, so we're going to add just 3 more noodles in it. Alright, so that is it. So that is going to stay right there and slowly cook. I'm going to add a little oil to it. So a little tip of oil. The oil is going to allow it to be loose when you're actually ready to stir fry it. Alright. So this is it. We're running the cold water on it, and to help loosen it up as well, because you don't want to overcook your noodle as well. So we run the cold water on it to help to reduce that as well, because it can be in the container still and warm and still slow cook. So we don't want to overcook it, because remember, it's going to go through another cooking process as well. Alright, so this is it, and then we are going to let this sit for a little bit and cool for about 2 seconds, and then strain it off, and then ready to use it again. Alright, so this is my mushroom. I'm going to add some mushroom to it as well. So it was in the freezer, it was very hard. Alright, so this is it. Add a few pieces of mushroom to it. to add three of this. I add to it. Three of this. Alright, so I'm just removing it like this. Because I choose to use just this part of the mushroom only. Alright, so this is everything now. So I'm going to place this in this. And then we're going to move over to the stove to continue. Alright, so this is my pot now, which is on the fire. I'm hoping that you can get a good view of what is happening here. So this is a pot on the fire. Alright, so normally you use sesame oil or any other oil, or the old coconut oil. You can always use a little of it. Alright, but I think the sesame oil will give you a nicer flavor. Alright, so I'm just swirling this around to ensure that my pot is well greased. Alright, so this is it. So this is my pot well greased. So I'm going to move. This is all my ingredients right here. I'm just going to add them right on the top above me there, so I can easily handle them. And I'm going to use a little Chinese sauce, a little oyster sauce, and my 5-spice season. Let me reduce this. Let me reduce this oil. Let me reduce the flame. Reduce the flame. Reduce the flame all the way down. Right. So we're going to use all of this today. We're going to use all of this today in our stir fry chow mein or stir fry noodle. Alright? Alright, so I'm getting everything together, and my garlic salt, using my garlic salt as well. Alright, so now we're ready. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is to add my egg. And this is what we do. Alright, this is what we do. Alright, I'm going to turn up the flame back high on it. And then I'm going to add my garlic salt to my egg. Give it a flavor. I'm going to continue to stir like this. Then I want to add a little black pepper to it. Alright. I want to add my ginger, my onion to it. Alright, adding all of this to it and stir. Alright, I'm just going to add my garlic as well, like this. So let it stay there and fry. Alright, and now I'm going to add my noodles. You can do it in 2 parts, as well as you can just do it in 1. Alright, but people, if you do it in 1, you have to be careful. that it doesn't burn on you, alright? So as it is, I'm going to add a little more oil. And add a little more oil to it. So I can get it into that stir fry mode. Remove the spoon, and I'm going to use my fork. Alright, so with this, I'm going to add a little Chinese sauce to this. And I'm going to stir that in. Alright, good. It is not salt. I'm going to add a little of my oyster sauce. Enough to add my oyster sauce. I'm going to add a little of my 5-spice season into it. Yeah, a little of my 5-spice season, not too much. Don't want to overpower it. Alright, so it's coming there, people, it's coming there. It's because my flame is not that high, and in order to give me that high flame that I need in order for it to fry the right way. So I have to spread it out so that it can be evenly stir fried. Alright, this is not bad. So now I'm going to add my final touch of seasons and then let that simmer down in it. Now I need to add my mushroom and my sausage. Now what I'm going to do with my mushroom and sausage, you see, I'm going to saute my mushroom and sausage together, and then I'm going to place it when I'm actually serving. I'm going to place it on top. Alright? So this is our stir fry noodle or chow mein. Alright, peeps, so this is ready. This is ready to be plated and eaten. Alright? Alright, so we're using the same pot that we had our noodle in, because it already had some flavor in it that we don't want to too loose. So we're using it back to do our stir fry with our mushroom. Alright, so we stir frying this. Stir frying our mushroom. You want it to kind of get a little bit crispy, alright, but not burn. And this is it. So we're going to serve this now on top of our noodle. Oh, I'm going to add my tomato to this. And stir fry my tomato with this. So it gives a little color. And it helps to garnish your dish as well. So you can reduce the flame on this. Just reduce the flame. Just reduce the flame. Or you can just turn off the flame and let the heat from the pot do the rest. As well as you can always scoop everything together. Turn off your flame. Put a pot cover over it and then let it sweat. And use this to garnish your dish.